Alaska's hard-working fishermen
Pulled it out to put it on my lap in case that old decided to pull the trigger.
pull out the guns.
And I heard the pow, pow.
What do you think he was shooting at?
I think he was shooting at me.
When the Copper River tries to claim another victim,
Get on it, get on it. Oh no.
Trooper Dan Dahl must brave the violent waters to save him.
Uh-oh. Oh no, look, his gun's about to go.
And a desperate call in Fairbanks
There was mention of shotgun and 9mm handgun.
All right, he's got a gun, so this is gonna intense up pretty quick.
takes Trooper Lay to the end of the road.
She said, last direction this way. Don't move!
It's an all-out battle against Mother Nature's wrath
If the boat goes under, so does he.
and man's rage
Shot at me. I heard that twing from the bullet.
for the Alaska State Troopers.
Keep coming. Keep coming. Hands up! Keep them up! Your hands up! We are responding to a domestic in progress. We know where the caller's calling from. It's an area that can sometimes be pretty intense for us, so it's 3 of us going. Sounds like there could be some drugs involved. She said that he's been on meth all day. That can be very unpredictable.
There was mention of shotgun and 9mm handgun.
All right, he's got a gun, so this is gonna intense up pretty quick. We're probably about 2 minutes out, less than that.
But the house appears empty. Suddenly, movement.
Come on, back, man. Come on, keep coming, keep coming.
An injured woman staggers out of the house,
Keep coming, keep coming, keep coming.
but the suspect's nowhere to be found.
Which way did he run?
I thought he went that way, but I don't know where he went.
Does he have a gun? All right. Stay right there, okay?
Troopers aren't sure if the man's armed and must stay on high alert.
Kind of hanging out in the driveway, surrounded by trees, so we don't know where he's going to be at. She said, last direction this way.
That's it. Keep your hands up.
Don't move! Keep them up! 36, the female's officially detained as well. We're gonna have EMS come out here, and in the meantime, we'll interview you, figure out what's going on today.
Oh, God, I am trespassed from here.
Why don't you just take a seat?
You hit me so hard in the head.
Why don't you just take a seat?
Sorry.
Take a seat, okay?
Well, I asked, dude.
He was shaking. You could see him sweating really bad. He's not communicating clearly. He's not making any sense with his words.
What happened with the blood on your face?
I went in the house, I opened the freezer, and she hit me in the back of the head.
Hey, the ambulance is here, so I'm gonna get you over to the ambulance.
What's get behind the
You hit me
ambulance?
so hard in the head.
Where did you get hit?
I don't know what he hit me with.
Both of them were transported to the hospital. She received some injuries from the altercation that she had with him, bruising to the face, some cuts, some lacerations on her face. So we determined that he was the primary aggressor, so he did go to jail tonight for assault. We don't have calls like this every day, but when they come in, our training kicked in, I'm very glad that we're all safe and, you know, we're on to the next call. Another day in Fairbanks.
250 miles south, where the mighty Copper River flows into the Chitina River, Trooper Dan Dahl's on a mission to save a pair of fishermen in over their heads.
MACOM 5B12, I'm B1019 to Chitina with some life jackets. 2 elderly gentlemen were dip netting in the Copper River and ran their jet boat up on a sandbar. In the wind and in the cold and working hard and sweating, they're going to be needing help here soon.
The Copper River's nearly 300 miles of twists and turns can make for deadly traveling in the summer, when the mountain snow and glacial melt pour into the waterway and increase its volume almost tenfold.
The river's got its own little personality, and I think a lot of folks underestimate the challenges and the danger of the Copper River. It's a fast-flowing, very silty river that is very dangerous. You don't stay afloat for very long if you fall out of your boat. We lose a lot of lives on the Copper.
The boaters have already been stranded for 6 hours.
You there, Noble?
Yeah, it is extremely chilly. High winds. We're going to be out of light here in about another hour and a half.
Yeah, we got to get this one before it gets any worse, for sure. An update from a land protection officer. It appears one gentleman's trying to jack the boat off the sandbar and not having any luck, and is actually getting the boat further on the sandbar. And the problem there is if they go far enough up on the sandbar, we can't get close enough to help them either. So there they are. And they do look pretty high and dry.
Mike Moody, he's in charge of the EMS here.
Oh, hi, Mike. Thanks for showing up.
Yeah.
Medic Mike Moody knows the dangers these men face all too well.
I've already pronounced 2 people dead on this river this summer.
We got a boat coming, and we'll see if we can even use that to our advantage here at all. It's definitely frustrating to see these scenarios unfold and we can't do anything to help. He's starting to set himself up for a hypothermic situation.
The boater's trapped on a narrow sandbar. One slip and the freezing currents could sweep him away, or anyone else who tries to save them.
Uh-oh.
Now we got another person out there.
There's some fishermen. Another boater led somebody off on the sandbar on the lower end, and apparently they're going to try to help them.
He's walking upstream against 20-knot currents with a razor-thin margin of error. Now, more lives are on the line.
These fishermen, half nuts, dip netting on this river. You certainly don't want to see anybody get hurt in trying to rescue them. And they're going to start trying to pull this boat off. It looks like they're moving it.
Oh, here we go. Getting started. Get on it, get on it.
Oh no. This ain't a good scenario.
Get it going, get it going.
They need to get that motor going, like now. If they can't get the motor started, you could keep drifting downriver and get into some water that could sink the boat. That's not a good scenario there at all. This stern's about to go under.
Oh, got full of water.
This isn't good. We need to get a boat. If you can't get that going, this isn't going to end well. Oh no, look, the stern's about to go. If the boat goes under, so does he. Okay, we need to get a boat.
There's a boat right there.
Got it going, kid.
You did? Where's he at?
Luckily, he got the boat started before going under.
He's just going straight to the shore?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go talk to him. Sir, I'm Trooper Dahl with the Wildlife Troopers in Glen Allen. How you doing? Are you okay?
Yeah, I just couldn't turn. Couldn't turn. It's getting hooked up in one rock. But, yeah.
Okay, we'll find a different boat and we'll get your friend off.
Night's falling, and so are the temperatures.
We still got a lot of risks and variables here on where we can get to. We got a boat coming. We're just gonna go out to where we can beach up to the sandbar. We'll walk out, pick them up, and then get them to shore. That's plan A. We'll see how many plans it takes to make it happen, but we got to get very close to them without sucking rocks up into our impeller and putting ourselves in danger as well. Yep.
If they lose their footing in the current,
They ain't going to be floating for very long. A standard life jacket like he has on, they claim about 4 to 7 minutes to stay afloat before the water starts to pull them under. Can you walk out any further at all?
the 67-year-old man has been in the water for 6 hours. If he's hypothermic, his reflexes will be slow and his grip weak, making the rescue attempt all the more dangerous in these fierce currents. One down.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab you. I want you to...
Trooper Dan Dahl races to rescue a stranded fisherman waist deep in the icy currents.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab you. I want you to... I got you. You're not going anywhere. Okay.
You're welcome.
That was a little bit hairier than it normally gets, for sure. The river don't give you any wiggle room. You make a mistake and it'll haul you on it. We are on solid ground. Thank you, Mr. Noble. I'm just glad that you guys are safe. And I was really worried when you got off that sandbar trying to get this boat to shore.
Yeah.
There was a few moments there where I didn't know if the boat was going to make it. So we ought to classify it as a very life-threatening situation.
Over 200 miles southwest in Nikiski, the sockeye salmon fishing season is cutthroat.
22, we have multiple complaints submitted to sideswiped by a pickup. There's a female passenger in the vehicle that shot at 32 as a complainant.
10-4-10-19. Right now we're getting a report of a vehicle that sideswiped our complainant, and then the passenger shot out of the vehicle at one of the complainants. This is a pretty serious call. First of all, they used their vehicle as a dangerous instrument to try to sideswipe somebody and possibly even kill them. And then they used a firearm outside of a moving vehicle.
But the other party's calling 911 as well. Now the finger of blame points both ways.
We're getting the police stars. I'm trying to clear this up.
But one thing's clear. Both parties are reportedly armed.
They were shot at with a handgun, and they're stating they have a pointed rifle in the vehicle.
We're a good 20 miles out.
Plenty of time for this volatile situation to escalate.
We'll approach with extreme caution and probably get out. One of us will at least have our long gun. Right now we have all of our swing shifters headed to this call. There's 3 of us. Do we have anybody armed on the beach right now?
He is armed. We're telling him he needs to have the gun out of his hand.
Looks like they set up a barricade.
Trooper Wilson is first on scene.
Hey, I'm Trooper Wilson. What's going on?
Well, we've had some problem down here with a young guy who comes down here and runs through the lines and everything's been ripping on him down the beach. We asked him down here to please, would he knock it off? He said, you, and it's public, and we're going where we want. I said, well, you can. It's all public. Just don't tear over our lines, tear everything out.
Yeah.
And then he came on front of him, went down on the beach, and decided to play Dukes of Hazzard, ran into him. Then he hauled ass down here. I saw him pull something out of the side of the vehicle that looked like a firearm, and that's when then I heard the pow, pow.
What did it look like?
It looked like the barrel of a rifle to me.
Okay.
Couldn't
So it
tell.
looked like a long gun?
Yeah.
What do you think he was shooting at?
I think he was shooting at me. He come at me, and when I hit the brakes, he slid in like this sideways.
When he struck you, do you think he did that on purpose?
He was playing chicken.
All right.
That's what he was trying to do.
Okay.
And all I wanted him to do was just stop.
Yeah. Where did he hit your vehicle?
He was right here. It's not damaged, it's all right.
But the damage to the man's fishing lines is severe.
That's expensive. It's a couple grand every time this happens. I want to file charges on him.
You want to file charges against him?
Yes, I do. I want a restraining order. I do not want him on his beach side. He's going to do that to me, in public. And there was dozens of kids down here. I mean, little tiny kids. You can't have somebody like that doing things like that, too. Not down here.
But there are 2 sides to every story. Trooper Wilson heads down the road to talk to the other driver.
So right now, it sounds like the driver of the vehicle that everyone has been complaining about down here is at the Nikiski pool, and I'm just going to go over there and make contact and then get his side of the story.
The troopers already have him.
He is extremely agitated. He's got a 1.2 rifle in there. He's got a bunch of knives and stuff in there. And I already told him once, he goes back into that truck. He's getting stuff from that. I can see my phone.
Okay.
Wilson takes over the investigation.
Can I talk to you real quick? What happened today, man?
Sideswiped me and shot at me
Who shot at you?
down on the beach.
Salmon fishing in Nikiski has turned into reports of gunslinging, leaving Trooper Wilson to get to the bottom of the conflicting stories.
What did she shoot at you with?
Some kind of Glock, I imagine. It was black.
So it was a handgun?
Yeah, handgun.
All right. Did you see like a muzzle flash, or how do you know that she actually shot at you? You heard it?
I heard a twing from the bullet.
Where were you when she shot at you?
I was driving down the beach trying to get off because the guy sideswiped me on the beach.
All right. Where did your truck get hit?
He hit me just like this. Boom!
Okay.
Flips me here, slides it, hits me here.
Okay. All right. I see the rifle right there. Did you ever point your firearm at them?
I didn't point it at them. I grabbed it out, rolled it up, and I put it on my lap.
They're telling me that you were going down the beach. At some point, you took that rifle and stuck it out.
No, I never pointed at them.
Okay.
'Cause if I pointed at them, I would have pulled the trigger. Because that's how I am.
At any point, did you?
Point a gun at someone if you're going to shoot them.
All right. Did you pull it out so that they could see it? Maybe
I
is.
pulled it out to put it on my lap in case that old decided to pull the trigger. Doesn't fear my life. I want him and that who shot at me in jail.
The stories don't add up. Trooper Wilson needs some proof if he's going to make an arrest.
Can you go down there and everyone that's on that fish camp, make sure they stay there, to include all the vehicles? Because we might be seizing some of those. Why don't you come with me, partner? We're just gonna stand over here. I need to seize your firearm temporarily.
That's the only gun I have. You ain't seizing that.
That's what I have to do, all right? If we're going forward with this, I have to seize it. Because they're making claims against you, too.
Well, then I guess the state troopers will pay for my...
So,
me to get a...
it may only be temporary, and you'll probably get it back in the end.
In the end, how long is the end? That's the...
However long it takes for the court. I don't make the rules.
Every time the state seizes a gun, you know how long it takes to get a gun.
It'll probably be a bit. I don't have any control over that. I don't have any control of that.
Whatever.
So.
All right, whatever.
All right.
And I will be taking pictures of my firearm before you...
Well, I'm going to take it. I don't want you going inside the vehicle right now, okay? I'm taking pictures.
I will be taking pictures.
Okay, that's fine. You need to step back here. I got to take photos of the truck, okay?
I will
okay, that's fine.
my own gun before you guys take...
Is it loaded? No, stay out of the vehicle right now for me, bud.
My phone.
Okay, I need you to step back. Thank you.
Then set it on the bed of my truck because I want a picture of it.
Hey, I'm here to help you, partner, okay? So you're not going to give me directives, all right?
Take pictures.
I understand that, and I'll let you, okay? I'm here to help you right now. So right now, I'm securing this firearm as evidence because the other half also said that they were shot at.
He also seizes the man's truck as additional evidence.
They're claiming that you shot at them, and if I'm going to go down there and seize their vehicles because you're saying they shot at you, then I have to seize this vehicle at this point.
Seize their vehicle because they rammed me.
Okay, but they're saying that you shot at them, okay? Hey, you need to calm down right now. No, stay away from your vehicle. No, you're staying away from your vehicle. I said stay away from your vehicle.
I have to get the key on the...
I said stay away from your vehicle.
Here.
Okay? Stand right there. Stand right there. Turn around. I said turn around. Put your hands behind your back.
Here's my key. Why are you handcuffed?
I'm detaining you because you're being uncooperative and you're creating a hazardous condition for me.
Unlock the door.
There's all kinds of weapons in there.
Here, unlock it. That's all I would think.
You've been inside the vehicle again, so I don't know if you've armed yourself with the knives.
So you're arresting me. Is that what you're doing?
Yes, you're under arrest for disorderly conduct.
I've been more than cooperative. I called you guys.
I understand that, and I'm here to help you, and you're making it difficult for me to help you.
It's just irritating me because I've been sitting here how long?
You know what? There's a process to it. I don't just go down and arrest people because you tell me to.
Even though they tried to murder me, okay. Guy pulled a gun on me while I was writing.
You know, he's claiming to be a victim, but he was a pretty uncooperative victim. And tonight he ended up getting arrested because of his aggressive behavior and the way he was being uncooperative with my investigation. Right now, it's one person's word against the other. At this point, we still don't know if either party shot.
Over 100 miles to the northeast, it's mid-July in Girdwood, and thousands of partygoers from across the state are pouring in for the annual Forest Fair, a 3-day festival of music, food, and fun, along with drinking, drugs, and fights.
Put your hands up on my bar. Do it now. Put your hands. I'm not going to tase you. Okay. Here.
Hey, family! Check this out!
For Trooper Wyatt Durner, it doesn't take long to realize this year could be crazier than last.
And so what was his deal?
All right, he was being belligerently drunk in the beer garden. We asked him to leave 3 or 4 times. He went across the road, came back, went across the road, said, you're trespassing. If you come back, we're going to have a trooper.
Okay.
And he came back.
I'll go over there and chat with him then.
Okay.
So, okay.
Trooper Durner arrives to find the suspect and his pot in custody.
Okay, how much do you have to drink today?
I had a beer there to get my bike, and I'm done.
Okay, that's your black bike right there?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It's a badass bike.
Okay. And you had one beer how long ago?
I can't judge that time because it's been music here and there.
Music? Okay. Here's what's going to happen. They've asked you to leave the property today. You got a pretty strong odor of alcohol on your breath. I'm not comfortable with you getting on your bike.
I don't want to drive.
Okay.
I'm out of here.
Okay.
So,
you got a place that you can go?
yes, I do, sir.
Okay. If you go back there and they call us today, you'll go to jail. We don't want that to happen to you, okay? Don't try going back to a place where they serve alcoholic beverages or anything like that.
And I wouldn't do that.
All right. You have a good day, all right?
You have an excellent evening.
Okay.
But the man isn't finished.
Here's my herb. Okay, here's the deal. Marijuana, okay? I can't get it back here. You do not leave it in your house.
Oh, come on, man. You drop it right there, and I pick it up off the ground.
Okay.
We don't know anything about it.
Okay, I'll
said. That's the law. Do you know what the stipulations are with your marijuana card?
I do, and you can't take my medicine from me.
Okay.
I can sue you for it.
Okay, I'm going to tell you.
Or I could arrest you for having it outside your house right now. I mean, it's your choice.
That's the stipulation.
It's illegal to have it even with your card outside your house.
And I will let you have it. I will let you have it, and you walk away. But that's not right in how it's conceived in the medical field.
Okay, well,
that's my
when it
medicine.
comes to the state laws, I know what's valid and what's not.
You like that weed?
I don't do weed, so.
Well, then you don't know.
Have a good day.
It's good weed.
All right, well,
peace.
Have a good one.
We're going to deal with him again.
Yeah, we'll be back.
I'll be keeping my eye on him, and I'm sure we'll be dealing with him here real quick. 2052, 151, he just crossed the road, went back. 2052, 151, he just crossed the road, went back. Come on, 151 out.
The man enters a local watering hole.
I think you were told not to go into a bar. You're going to step outside with me right now. 1080. You're under arrest. You gotta put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Do not fight me. Put your hands behind your back.
Why are you grabbing me? I'm gonna move forward.
No, you're gonna stand right there.
Restrain me. Why?
Being drunk on a licensed premise?
Come on. Hey, let's talk about this.
Whoa, you all right? Don't fall over.
Hey guys, let's talk about this.
Why do you have a crack pipe in your pocket?
Crack pipe? That's a weed pipe. That's some medical marijuana. Get off of me, fool.
Well, that's not gonna help you.
Give me my weed back.
Yeah, I don't think either.
Yes, hold me.
Hey, if you keep cussing, I'm gonna charge you with disorderly conduct. So you got a marijuana pipe with white residue, okay? That's weird.
Watch your head. Take a seat. We're gonna take a seat.
Thanks, guys. Thanks a lot.
He was told not to go into a place where alcohol was sold by Trooper Brom earlier. Basically, 5 minutes or less after we told him that. He's sitting at the bar. And drunk on licensed premise, he had marijuana on him. He has a glass pipe here with white residue, so it's a better outcome than what could have happened.
400 miles west lies Bethel, Alaska. Secluded within the Yukon Delta Wildlife Refuge, Bethel is accessible only by air and river, where fish are coveted like gold for 56 villages along the Kuskokwim River.
We're right now in the middle of one of the largest king runs in the state of Alaska. Well over 100,000 kings per year come up the river. All the villages along this river use subsistence. They're using the king salmon for food to get them through the winter.
In order to ensure future runs, wildlife troopers must enforce restrictions, limiting the size and depth of nets used in subsistence fisheries. Smaller, shallower nets mean more salmon will escape harvest, and that can lead to conflict.
Last year we had a very poor run to the point of closures, and that resulted in protest fisheries.
Last season, dozens of subsistence fishermen protested the imposed limits by ignoring bans and fishing illegally, garnering national attention. During the protest, troopers seized over 1,100 pounds of illegally caught salmon, increasing tension between subsistence fishermen and the law. And this year's numbers don't look much better.
How's the fishing? Right now we're tracking right along with last year's numbers.
Meaning the state could order a shutdown at any moment, sparking a repeat of last year's tension. To keep the peace, Sergeant Ken Acton deploys 2 of his best teams.
I want to go work this old Custopox loop.
Trooper Abbott heads upriver, while Trooper Forrest and wildlife technician Bettingfield aim south. But the high winds will make for a rough patrol.
It's supposed to blow 35 to 40 knots today, so hopefully we won't get beat up too bad. We're going to get big waves, so we'll see how far we can make it. Hold on a second. The reason we're going down there is there's a lot of folks that'll bring long nets and fish the mouth of the river. If they're over 50 fathoms, they're illegal gear, so we'll be looking to see if any guys are using that, make sure they're not. If they are, seize their gear.
But the river seizes them first.
We found a sandbar.
Ryan told me still a tide comes back in and lets you go out.
The powerful currents make it impossible to see the shallow sandbars. It's touch and go as the troopers carefully creep through the blind spots.
I got the motor trimmed up a little bit and we're going kind of slow here, so hopefully be able to make it through.
All right, coming up.
Back on track, they spot their first potential violation, an unmarked buoy. and the net's owner soon spots them.
How you doing?
Oh, what's happened?
I noticed you didn't have your name and phone number on here.
That's my net. I thought you were the robbers.
Oh, no, we're the troopers.
This man knows a thing or two about how to deal with robbers.
Where were you at Marshland?
Fuck yeah.
Really?
There was no jail. I stay with the drunk until he's passed out or sober.
How long ago was that?
During the marshal time, the juvenile people they came and they said, this man is too young. People said, well, this man is tall and strong.
Troopers let him off with a warning.
Your full name, just first and last.
Full name?
Yeah. That way we can know who you are. There you go.
Upriver, seas are calmer for Trooper Abbott, but the fishermen are making waves.
We're measuring a net. Basically, how we measure nets is a lot of times we'll use a rangefinder that gives us a good initial start. It can be 100 yards or 50 fathoms. This one just looks a little bit long, so I'm just going to check it out and just see what happens. We're going to have an issue here. I got 116 yards, so the other thing is he's got more than half the river corked off.
Alaska Wildlife Trooper Tim Abbott has spotted 2 possible fishing violations along the Kuskokwim River.
How you doing, guys? The issue I'm having right here is you're covering more than half the waterway. Does that make sense?
This is a slow.
It is. I understand that. And how long's your net, do you know?
55 fathom.
55 fathom? Okay, well, that's kind of another issue as well. Okay, because the limitation on gear is 50 fathoms. You got a 30-foot too long a net. So, we got some issues here. What I'm going to have to ask you to do is to pull your net in, and then the fish in the net are going to have to go with us today.
And I'm not the only one who has a long net.
Do they? Okay, well, unfortunately, you're the guy that we ended up finding, okay? So what we'll do is we'll put the fish up here in the front. They're going to be donated to charity.
I got kids to do.
I understand that, and that's why there's different gear restrictions. Okay? I'm trying to be as fair as I can here, all right? 50 fathom, that's a long ways. That's 300 feet or 100 yards. That's the length of a football field. That's a pretty huge net. That's almost commercial-style gear that people are fishing with just to get fish for their families. So, I mean, that's a pretty allowable limit.
I'm just getting for myself.
I understand.
Too much, but just right for me and my family.
And I respect that. You know, we want these guys to be able to catch their fish, but they just have to do it according to the regulations. So there's a reason for this, all right? So that there's enough for everybody.
Back in Girdwood, night falls on Forest Fair, and Troopers Miller and Hennessy are on midnight patrol. It's not long before they spot a man who appears to be avoiding them.
How come you're walking away from me so fast?
Dude, it had nothing to do with you.
All right, you just a quick walker?
Yeah, man.
Why'd you smoke marijuana?
Because we just smoked a joint in the woods. You know, like...
Is that why you're walking away so quick?
No, I was walking away because I was looking to get over here. I mean, it's like 1 o'clock already. The door's getting closed. Like, I want to find people before it's too late.
How much marijuana is left on you?
How much marijuana is left on me? I've got a couple of joints, and I've got some schwap.
Nothing else on you since you have? No weapons or anything?
No, check this out. I want to show you what this is. Because it looks, I'm sure this is like, I got a big coat on this crazy guy, whatever. These are toys. I want to show them to you so you don't freak out. It's a weighted baton. You light it on fire. I spin it around and do juggling, and that's why I got these things hanging from my side here like this.
But a quick search turns up more.
Where do you get the brownies from?
There's just brownies in my body.
Troopers also find a large bag of weed and a lot of cash.
It's got a whole lot of cash with him. That's like 280.
It's enough to place the man under arrest for possession.
I want to nick test those for you.
Trooper Miller conducts a NIC test on the baked goods. NIC stands for Narcotics Identification Kit. It's the international standard for testing illicit substances using basic chemistry to identify the most commonly encountered narcotics.
I've never tested a brownie before. With all the cake in there, I don't know if it's going to be able to test that with a NIC kit. It may have to go to the lab. Take one of this guy's special brownies here. 2 carries brownies around like this in a big bag with a decent sized wad of cash. I'm sure he's probably selling those for 10, 20 bucks a piece. You get a color change and go to like a purple color. And you can see the brownie's already kind of falling apart, absorbing into the solution. And there's any color change there, it's very faint. Like I said, I've never tested brownies with a NIC kit before.
The test is inconclusive, so they'll only charge the man for the bag of weed. For now.
Those are going to be sent off to the lab for testing. He's going to go with me down to Girdwood Post right now, finish interviewing him, and we'll go from there.
We're about 5 minutes out.
80 miles north, on the outskirts of Wasilla.
Right now we're headed out to a gas station where a female has been loitering around the property and jumping into other customers' vehicles asking for condoms. Right now we're just going to go out and contact her and see if we can't get her to stop going into people's vehicles and see what she's up to. She paints her face and she believes she's Lucille Ball. So she has bright red rosy cheeks. So she should be fairly easy to spot. Is that her right here? 2518, she's here in this vehicle. Right now we're headed out to a gas station where a female has been loitering around the property and jumping into other customers' vehicles asking for condoms. So we're going to go out and see what she's up to. Is that her right here? 2518, she's here in this vehicle. And she's in her bikini. And her face is completely painted. Hey, who's the female in your car?
I gave her a ride here. I'm doing a newspaper route. That's all.
Okay.
I have no idea. She's been bugging me all night over there. I picked up a paper route. That's all.
How do you have her makeup on your face there?
She's been hitting on me. I won't lie to you.
You got like a little bit of her paint on your ear.
She's been grabbing my crotch.
She's been grabbing your crotch?
Yes, she's prostitute trying to get her out here. I'm like, I'm done. I'm trying to get my paper route.
We'll help her get out of your vehicle. How about that? Fair enough?
Yeah.
We'll get her out of your vehicle.
No. I asked her for a ride earlier. She goes and got my friend's house, and I was like, wait, what friend? Do you even live there? I realized when we got there, I was like, she already lives there no more. And I was like, take me back. I looked at the house, I was like, the car's up there.
Put on a shirt. Put on a shirt, please.
Carl.
Do you have someplace to go tonight?
Yes, sir. My ride's going to be here in 6 hours.
We're just trying to get you out of here. We'll get you to...
Well, I'm going to walk that way to my mom's house.
I thought you said your friend was going to come pick you
all
up.
the way to my mom's house. Do you understand that?
Well,
All the way.
Where's your mom live?
I'm not allowed to tell.
Okay.
We need to figure out a solution for you tonight. We can't have you getting in people's cars, asking for rides, and asking
So
for
the
condoms
solution
and all
would
that
be,
other stuff.
I'm walking to my mom's house.
So our main concern is obviously the safety of yourself tonight.
Have you had any alcohol tonight?
Yes, sir.
How much?
Do you want to test my breath?
Yeah.
All you have to do with this is spray a
Or a
tight seal
breathalyzer.
and give me a long, steady breath, all right? Until I tell you to stop.
Constitutional law 1917 and Frank
Yes.
diary. Anytime.
She blows a .14, nearly twice the legal driving limit, so troopers don't want to leave her out on the streets.
We're going to place you in protective custody.
No, sir. Can
You're
you
a
point
safety hazard to yourself and others.
Sir,
right now.
sir.
What the trooper's telling you is we're going to take you into protective custody, make sure you're safe. In the morning when you're sober, then you can leave protective custody.
No, sir. No, sir.
No, all right. Then here we go.
Wait, hold on.
All right.
Hold on, sir. Sir.
There you go. Hey,
Sir.
there you go. Hey, we'll just put you in handcuffs.
Stop
You're
it.
okay. Come on.
Wait.
We're just making sure that you're safe, okay?
Okay.
Fred's sitting there. Based on her behavior, based on the fact she's intoxicated, we don't believe that she's capable at this point of being safe out on the streets. She's being held for the safety of herself and others. She'll be there until she sobers up.
80 miles south, along the coast of Turnagain Arm, the warm April weather has sightseers flocking to the world-famous Seward Highway for its breathtaking views.
I start to see the tour buses show up. This is about the time they start making their way out and showing up alongside the highway. We're going to see the volume of traffic show up and the motorhomes and everything that leads to this roadway getting really busy.
But it's not just the scenery that draws tourists.
Hey, I stopped you for speeding there. You're going a little fast.
God, I can't believe this. I'm from New Jersey. I've seen you.
Oh, you are? Yeah, you have. Well, hey, I'm going to leave you with the memento from Alaska, unfortunately. So, okay, ready? Here's the picture. The Kodak moment, huh? Hey, I heard that. Did it come out okay? That'll be a story, huh?
Take care, sir.
All right, you bet. Hey, no problem, you guys. Take care. Yeah.
Alaska troopers are great guys. I love them all.
I think it's just a result of people watching the state trooper show. It makes their day if they get stopped and receive a ticket. Well, you know, I'm just trying to make the road safer, and it's probably a good reminder for them.
Zweifel immediately spots another tourist who also needs a reminder.
Slot 25, 1036. Hey, the reason I stopped you is you got a headlight out on your car. Okay, very good. If I just check your license, registration, and insurance stuff there. Let me ask you this. I'm getting strong odor of marijuana coming from the car. Where is it? Because I'm really smelling it.
Yeah, the roach.
No, there's more than that. Do you mind if I take a look?
I got nothing really to hide.
Oh, well, nothing really? Or okay. Well, why don't you guys go ahead and stand up there? Smelling that marijuana. He said he had no marijuana in the car. I could smell it, when I first made the stop. Tried to show me a couple of roaches. I knew, based on my training experience, that he had a little bit more than that in there. So whose marijuana is that in the car?
It's mutual, both of us.
So both of you?
I have a tremendous amount of respect for you guys,
Right.
what you guys do. And
Sure, and I
never been in
appreciate
trouble
that.
with the law, never been arrested in my life. I'm about to be 30. And
Okay,
God,
well, that's
I would hate to ruin that today over
That's a good streak.
That was a small amount of marijuana.
Well, yeah, unfortunately, though, it's not allowed. I'd rather just write a citation either to you or to her, whoever wants to claim the responsibility
I'm
for it.
driving, so I'll have the responsibility.
Okay, you have a seat back in your car.
But like the last stop, this couple is more interested in their Alaskan souvenirs.
You already did mine?
I already sent the message out of that video. He never gets in trouble, so it's just like, oh my god.
I'm getting in trouble.
It's another unique memento for the scrapbook.
Even though he's going to receive a citation, it's probably not going to ruin his day, that's for sure.
Unless the video gets seen by the wrong people.
Who'd you send it to? Yeah. I'll talk to him when I get home. It's not so bad. As long as it's not like my parents.